Hey guys, welcome to another Belly Strong video, and today's is all about lower back pain and how to manage it. It's an extremely common thing in the general population and really postpartum because we're still quite weak and we have a baby that we need to carry around pretty much 24/7. Today's workout is going to focus on releasing the structures that create lower back pain, and these are primarily muscles, joints, and nerves. Muscles get tight, joints get stiff, and nerves get irritated, and all of this leads to the experience of lower back pain. Now, all of these structures that I've mentioned, they thrive on movement. They're designed to move, and when they're not moving well, that also creates that pain experience. So the one key thing, the most important thing to manage and prevent lower back pain is consistent movement and mobility, and that's what we're going to do today. If you could do this workout a couple of times a week on a regular basis, I can guarantee that for most of you, it's going to be the one thing that will improve your lower back pain the most. So let's get started. We're going to open those legs nice and wide and just take the hips from side to side. Keep the knees straight, keep the torso center, and it's just the hips moving one way and the other. Here we're working on mobilizing the pelvis, which is connected to the lower back. We want all of these joints to move well together. 4, 3, 2, 1, and circle one way. Keep those knees relatively straight. And now we're mobilizing the pelvis along with the spine. 3, 2, 1, and other way. We'll be working on mobility as well as strength. We need both of these for a healthy back. 2 and 1. Place your hands on your knees. You're going to arch the back, sticking out that buttocks, and then round the spine, stretching it out. Now, I actually am suffering from lower back pain at the moment, courtesy of my 3-month-old. So I'm going to do some of these things quite gently. And if this is a bit too much for you, you can also just do it in standing, really small movements. 4, 3, 2, 1. One leg forward, one leg back, nice wide stance, bend the front knee so we're stretching out that hip flexor, and we're taking the hips from one side to the other. Hip flexor is these muscles that cross the fronts of the hips. They go through the stomach and attach to the lower back. They're really important for lower back pain. And in a population where a lot of us have sitting jobs or are sitting a lot of the time, these hip flexors get really tight and they start to pull on that lower back. So we really want to stretch and mobilize those. 2, 1. Other side. One leg forward, one leg back, bend that front knee. Keep the pelvis slightly tucked under as you take the hips from side to side. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to those wide leg sways. We're just going to do a few more of each movement, 10 in total. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Circle hips, 5 in one direction, 5 in the other. 3, 4, 5, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on knees. Arch that back and then round. Arch and then tuck that pelvis under. Keep going. That's 5. 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One leg forward, one leg back, pelvis tucked under, bend that front knee, and hips side to side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to move into some squats. I'll do this side on first. So I want you to focus on weight being on the heels and you're sitting back. You're not sitting down and forward. We want to almost arch that back a little as we sit back, and as you come up, you're going to squeeze the glutes, and off we go, down and up. Now, I really like squats because we're working on lower limb mobility, pelvic mobility, as well as lower back mobility. And nothing in the body exists in isolation. So it's possible for something like a stiff ankle or stiff ankles to follow up through the chain and contribute to lower back pain. So here we're mobilizing everything that feeds into that pelvis and spine, and we're also strengthening the glutes, which is an important stabilizer or an important muscle for lower back pain. You can speed this up or slow it down. We've got 7, 6, 5, 4, remember to sit back, 2, squeeze the glutes at the top, 1, and relax. Just do a few pelvic tilts here because we're going to do 20 more squats before we move down to the mat. And we go, 1, 2, keep breathing, 5, that's 6, keep the shoulders relaxed, sitting back and down. Halfway there, we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down to the mat into an all fours position. Have your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, similar to what we did in standing. You're going to arch that spine and then tuck and round. Now, often with lower back pain, it's this movement that hurts a little bit more, so just gently push into it. And as you get better and feel better, you can increase that range of movement. 3, 2, 1. From here, come down onto your elbows into a kneeling plank. You're going to exhale and feel that belly tighten. So there's this taut feeling across the abdomen. And you're going to slightly tuck your pelvis under here and hold this kneeling plank. If you're at a level where this is pretty easy for you to do, then you can come into a full plank or lift those knees up. And here we want to avoid arching the lower back. Keep that pelvis slightly tucked under, push out of those shoulders. And this is a good isometric or static hold of all of these muscles around the back and the abs. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, come back up into that all fours position. Find a neutral spine. We don't want to be too arched and we don't want to be too tucked under. We want to be somewhere in the middle. Brace those abs. You're going to lift one arm, opposite leg, reach and down. Key things to focus on with this move is you don't want to be swaying from side to side. You want your torso to stay centered as that arm and leg lift. 6, 5, 4, once again, not letting the lower back arch. 3, 2, 1. Back down into that plank. You are either on your knees or we are up in a 30-second hold. Keep pushing out of those shoulders. If this is causing any pain or if you cannot control your form, come down onto those knees. Almost there. We've got 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Brace those abs. One arm, opposite leg, and switch. 3, we're going for 10. 4. As you lift one arm, push out of the opposite arm. 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, open your knees out into a frog stretch. So we're stretching out those inner thighs here. And in this position, you're going to tilt that pelvis, tucking under and then arching. We've done this movement in standing, we did it in all fours, but we're working on that segmental mobility between the vertebra in that lower back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that last one. And then lie down onto your back. You're going to have your feet hip distance apart. Rock that pelvis a few times here. And we're doing some bridging. Tuck the pelvis under, smush that lower back into the mat, and then lift that spine up off the mat. One vertebra at a time, really squeezing those glutes, and then lay the spine back down onto the mat. One vertebra at a time, trying to make sure it's your tailbone that hits the mat last. And again, tuck, peel up, relax the shoulders, weight is going through the heels. Sometimes if you lift too high, you can start to feel that back pain if it's very acute, like I feel right now, so you can keep it low. Let's do 4 more of these mobilizers. Up and slowly back down. 3. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. And down. Now forget about the peel up. We're just going to lift the hips straight up and down to hover off the mat. As you lift, clench the buttocks together and then come down just off that mat. Now we're working more on that glute strength, on the hamstrings. All of these muscles feed up into that back area, and working on stability here can help with stability, movement, and pain further up. You can also do this quicker, or you can keep it slow, wherever you feel you're at right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Right, from here, we're going to go in levels. First, brace those abs, flatten those ribs, lift one leg up into a tabletop or 90-degree position, and the opposite arm. We're going to tap. Foot down, arm down, come back up. Now make sure that the lower back doesn't lift off the mat as you go down. You want to keep it pasted to that mat. We want to keep the ribs flat and avoid them popping out. This is level 1. If this is nice and easy, bring both legs up, and you're going to do it with the other leg floating in the air. We're still on one side, we're not switching from side to side. And if that is nice and easy, straighten out that leg and come back up. So once again, we're working on stability and strength through that torso. We've got 6. Remember the levels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. Let's switch to the opposite side. I'm going to start again with that lower level, but pick whichever level you like. And as that leg comes up, I want you to think of keeping the hip or the leg muscles relaxed and thinking of using the abs to bring that leg up to center. So we're not overusing the hip flexors. And let's try that higher level again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. We're going to do that again, just those bridges into those dead bugs. That's what they're called. And we're lifting up and down for 20. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Remember, you can slow it down or speed it up. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brace those abs, one leg up, and we reach down to the floor and up. We've got 10 on each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're finishing off with a glute stretch. Cross one leg over, bring that knee to the chest, and keep opening out that knee till you feel a stretch in that buttock area. Hold that stretch for a bit, and then what I want you to do is gently rock from side to side. As that leg crosses the body, you should feel an increase in the stretch. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Hold that stretch a little, ease into it before adding that rock from side to side. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. All right, that is it for that workout. And like I mentioned already, if you can do that 2-3 times a week on a regular basis, it's one of the best things you can do for your lower back, and I guarantee that most of you should see a difference over time. Check out the Belly Strong channel for way more workout videos for pregnancy, postpartum. We have a running program, advice videos. There is tons there for you, and I hope to see you soon again.